Do you want to actually start improving at Valorant? Well, I'm going to be teaching you how with the help of a 14-year-old Radiant. That's right, he's 14 and he peaked top 3 in the Radiant ranking. How did he get there? Well, that's exactly what I'm going to be breaking down and giving you the tips for, as I did do an interview with him in one of the previous videos. The difference between that video is that this is an analytical breakdown where I'm going to be giving you specific advice and tips from what he says and deconstructing it. So if you're looking to get better, you're in the right place. So the first topic to tackle is his aim routine. And this is it. What's the routine like for that?
Yeah, so for aim training, a lot of people say that I overdo it. I don't only do an aim training routine, I do like a warm-up routine, which is like an hour of aim lab and then 600 kills in the range.
Really?
Yeah, and then I start DMing. Like,
wow.
Overall, it takes like upwards of I say an hour 45 minutes. It's like overworking it, you know, like
yeah.
Like I know a lot of people who just do like 15-20 minutes of aim lab and then some DMs.
He mentions himself that he does upwards of an hour and 45 minutes, but the key thing is that he says he's overworking, meaning that if you still want to improve and don't have enough time for that every day, you can do otherwise. He also knows people who do around about 15 to 30 minutes of warming up, and they are most likely in Radiant too as he plays with them. Meaning that the best warm-up time to improve is going to be 15 to 45 minutes depending on the player. He does a total of 600 kills in the range, he also does an hour of aim lab, and he also does death matches. There are 3 different methods to use to warm up. Now I'm going to shorten this routine to help it to fit any player who's looking to improve. Do X amount of kills in the range with weapons you need improving at. This will all depend on how much time you have. You can do 50 kills with the Vandal, 50 kills with the Operator, 50 kills with the Ghost, and 50 kills with the Spectre. Or you could do 25 of each, or you could do 100 of each, or you could simply do 10 of each. It's your choice. This will help with a consistent improvement across all weapons that you struggle with. Then for aim lab and death matches, you can simply break it down into how much time you want to put into them if you choose that option. You could do 20 minutes of deathmatch and maybe 10 minutes of aim lab, or you could do 20 minutes of aim lab and 10 minutes of deathmatch. The choice is yours. That's going to help you to improve your mechanics, and it's also going to help remove any inconsistencies you have in your gameplay. And if you do want to see my warm-up routine or my journey in ranked, I do stream every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 6:30 PM BST. There's a link down below in the description if you want to check out the Twitch. Now this is his advice whether you should solo queue or 5-stack your way to Radiant.
One of Act 2, that's the time I peaked Radiant.
Right.
And I got Radiant, I duo queued and 3 queued max with my friends. Max like 4 queuing, 5 queuing, honestly it's just weird to be honest.
Yeah.
Once you're like queuing with people like you vibe with a lot.
Yeah, it's hard to find 5 people who are all in the same wavelength.
Yeah. So I just duo and 3 queued and then eventually I got Radiant.
He mentioned that he trio queued his way there max, and this is because 5-stacking and 4-stacking was a little bit weird in terms of the vibes and just finding people to play with who are all thinking similarly. In my opinion, this will depend on what elo you're in. If you're in lower elo, might not be the best option as those random teammates often get worse in lower elo. However, higher elo and mid elo, it often works great. I then asked him what he thought the biggest difference was between a low elo and high elo player, and this is what he had to say.
I'll say, I feel like there's just so many differences between high elo, low elo.
Yeah. What do you think, like, you know, the main thing is, if you had to pick out one compared to, like, a high rank player and a low rank player?
One thing, probably Gamesense is probably the largest, or the thing that I specify the most.
Yeah.
See, like, some plays are obvious to me, but they're not obvious to like a bronze player or a plat player. For using, like, let's see, yeah, you don't have enough money to buy, or you don't have enough money to buy a rifle or like a good SMG, so you just have to buy a Stinger. And then I'll see them play like far angles with it.
Now, Gamesense was obviously the answer, so this is the one thing that you want to be targeting if you are struggling to get out of your elo. Gamesense is going to be a massive factor when it comes down to it. There is a certain skill cap that your mechanics can take you to, and after that, Gamesense is going to take you leaps and bounds. It can simply be knowing the economy a bit more, whether you should force buy here, whether you should half buy, what your team's eco is looking like, and how you can help them out. Knowing which angles to peek when you're on an eco round, knowing which angles to peek when you have a stinger, obviously were mentioned here, and this is a crucial factor of Gamesense. So what is the best way to improve it? For like those who struggle with Gamesense, because the majority probably haven't unlocked that area quite yet, what would be your advice for them?
Honestly, just play the game, and you gotta think about the decisions you and others make. So think about the decisions you make, and think about the decisions, like, the people that you play against, like, what they're probably going to make, right? And you should also watch streamers like, maybe like Steel, or if you watch, like, pro players or streamers that break down certain plays and explain it to the audience so that you can, like, grasp a bigger piece of information of, you know, what people usually do.
So the key to improving your game sense is being aware of your surroundings, having quite a bit of self-awareness on your decisions that you're making, how they impact the team, and the decisions that the opposing team are going to be making against you, or potentially even your own teammates. Essentially, you are being a student of the game. You're learning with every single opportunity that you get, and you're open to it, and you're open to learning from your mistakes and open to learning from others. You're looking for every little bit of knowledge that you can grasp, and it is crucial to be always learning. If you're not in the rank you want to be in, you're simply not good enough yet. So take on the responsibility of learning and being a student of the game and being a student of Valorant. A great way to improve and actually get better at Valorant in the past has been to do VOD reviews, and this is his take on it. Did you ever take notes when you were trying to improve on, like, potentially what you were doing wrong, or?
At a certain point when I was on a team, I did VOD review, and I did take some notes. Honestly, like, it improved me a lot.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest. If I didn't have the teammate that I had, like, I probably would not be as good as I am right now.
Yeah, the problem with, like, VOD reviews is, you know, no one wants to sit there and watch a VOD and take notes on their gameplay that has happened in the past. Yeah, it's usually the things that are most boring and hard to do help a lot.
I dreaded, like, every minute of it, to be honest. Just gotta find motivation for it, really.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I VOD reviewed more, I'd probably be a way better player, but kind of boring.
Yeah, I feel that. Now this is key here, the final thing he said. If he VOD reviewed more, he would probably be a way better player. If you're not in the rank that you want to be at right now, or you're not improving as quickly as you would like, go and do VOD reviews. Go and sit through it. It will be painful, but find the motivation for it. It is going to help you to improve. And often those who become really successful find ways to cope with the boring parts of it and simply stick with it. He's 14 and he's in Radiant. Take his advice and go and do VOD reviews right now. Now this is the #1 advice a Radiant player would give you if you are looking to improve right now. You're simply not finding it. And if the video has helped you out so far, be sure to drop a like on it. Final question. What would your #1 advice be to anyone who's trying to improve and get better at the game and not finding the thing that they need right now? One thing.
Play the game, really. Play the game and don't have a high standard for yourself.
There you go. Play the game and don't have a high standard for yourself, which essentially means don't get too cocky and think you should be in X rank. Don't be too upset when you don't achieve X rank. Just simply play the game and be happy with the rank you're in and work on improving. But most importantly, have fun. Be sure to go and check out the young legend. His socials are in the description if you want to see him. Thank you for watching. If this helped you out, be sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe for more tips and tricks videos like this. And I do stream every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 6:30 PM BST. There's a link in the description if you want to check out my Twitch. And be sure to click on the video on your screen right now if you're trying to get out of bronze or iron, and this is how to do it.